All right, all right. I want to make a quick update because I learned something massive yesterday. Basically, I shouldn't have used ChatGPT to write my bots and do my coding for me. I should have used Claude the whole time. I've had a Claude subscription for like 20 days at this point, and I didn't really use it too much. I was like, yeah, well, I use ChatGPT. I heard again and again how good Claude is for coding, but I was like, yeah, but it's so limited, you know? You can only write a limited amount of code, and then you have that 5 hour limit like I have reached before, and now I gotta wait, you know? But Claude is so much better than ChatGPT, it's not even funny. At least from what, like, dude, I built my market research bot yesterday again for the fourth time and spent 12 hours on it, and then it was finally good. Before that, I spent over 20 hours on the first few versions. So I started over like 4 times. There was the fourth attempt yesterday, and I finally got it right. And that was my fault, that was me being stupid. But yeah, then I went into Claude after that one and had it and just tested it out. I just wanted to test it out. So I took the market research bot, I took all of the code from the market research bot, uploaded it into Claude and told it, okay, this is how I want my bots to look like in general. Please turn this into a generalized template. Then he did that. He turned it into a generalized template. I gave him some rules to always follow. I just gave him all the info, everything that I remembered about making these bots. I just gave it to him to consider in his template. He made a template, a checklist, basically. And then I told him, okay, use all your templates and checklists to make a new bot, all right? And Claude just did it in 30 minutes. He asked me like 2 questions in between, and the rest of the half an hour he was just doing all of the coding by himself, created one file after the other on his own, and I tested it, and it was like 85% done when I tested it for the first time, you know? And again, the cool thing about Claude is you can just go back in there and tell him to refine things, and he will actually refine them properly, unlike ChatGPT. When you tell ChatGPT to refine something, again, he will just refine it, but then he will change things and delete things on the side that he shouldn't, and he will just not be very reliable. Like ChatGPT won't be very reliable. It just will mess things up over and over and over again. And you have to be so careful when you work with ChatGPT, when you let it write code for you, and especially when you want to make changes and corrections. It just messes up so much. It's crazy. Like I've only been like I have no programming experience and I only started coding like over a week ago. So it's not like I'm experienced, so like 2 weeks ago. So yeah, but still, it's not like I'm not an experienced programmer, bro. I don't know what tools are out there for coding, but yeah, I gave Claude a shot and I was like, why the hell have I been using ChatGPT? Well, because I didn't know any better, but still, I'm like, Jesus, this is so much better. This is so much easier. So yeah, Claude has the 5 hour limit, which is why I was hesitant about using it. So you can only write a certain amount of stuff in a 5 hour limit, and then you have to wait for the rest of the time for the limit to reset, and then you can start writing again. And I was always worried that I can't finish my project or anything. But dude, Claude writes quite a bit. Like it wrote, first of all, it wrote that whole bot in half an hour, like on its own. Again, only asked me 2 questions and built the rest on its own. It's crazy. Like it does it on its own. It doesn't need any input. It knows what it's doing. It doesn't really make many mistakes at all. It made a few minor mistakes. I pointed them out. It fixed them immediately. And it didn't have to write out the entire code start to finish again. It literally just deletes the line and then writes it back out. It leaves the rest the same and you can watch it live as it does it. So it's so nice. It's so good. The thing is, ChatGPT always also has a canvas feature that I haven't really that I kind of disregarded up until now, but it is very reminiscent of Claude's canvas feature. So Claude, when it codes, it has the chat on the left and the code window on the right, and then you can just see him work, and then you can also check on the left your own notes and stuff like that, which is really cool. And ChatGPT also has a canvas feature, and I think the canvas feature is I don't know. I always disregarded it. It actually annoyed me when it popped up, but I'm like, maybe you can code better in there. You know. So I'll give the canvas feature in ChatGPT a shot. I'll test that, you know. And but I will mainly work with Claude now for my bots, you know. And yeah, I'll just create a bot, then I'll wait the 5 hours, and then I'll create another bot. It's still a lot faster than Honestly, I can probably create 2 bots before I reach the limit. So I tested it today. He wrote me 106 pages of code until I reached the limit. So that is a lot of code, man. Like that is a lot, you know? Like you can do quite a bit before you hit the limit with Claude. And yeah, now I have vastly improved my bot builder. So this is my project. Today I just had Claude write out all of these files here. I can actually show them for a second. Here it is. So this is all Claude wrote out for me before it reached its limit. So we can look at this right here. I also installed a new software today, VS Code. What is it even called? VS Code, right? VS Visual Studio Code. Yeah, VS Code. Yeah. So this is apparently a good coding software that is completely free. So I just downloaded it today. I'm gonna have to look into this. But yeah, let's just look at these files. He wrote this. Then he wrote all of this. You know, on his own, man. I barely gave him any input, bro. I just gave him some templates, gave him some ideas, but he did so much on his own. And again, ChatGPT just can't compete with this at all right now. I'm sure it will get better in maybe like a year or two, but right now, no chance, man. And again, this comes from somebody who's only been coding for 2 weeks, so what do I know? But in direct comparison, like I think I'm pretty confident in saying, even with my limited experience, that Claude is quite a bit better at coding than ChatGPT. You know, like look at this. He wrote all of this. God damn it, man. And I gave him so few instructions. Like he wrote all of this. I can actually show the chat history with Claude for this one, and you will see I didn't give it a lot of instructions at all. Yeah, I mean, dude, wrote all of this. So I'm no longer worried about the file limit or the message limit. Because, come on, man, like this is a lot that it can do in like 1 5-hour window, you know? So yeah, pretty crazy. This, and this, and yeah, well, here we go. It just keeps going, you know, it's crazy. Crazy stuff. Really cool. Like just see how much he wrote for me. Dope. So cool. And I can't wait to try this because this is like my bot builder now. So I created a Claude project that basically, well, this is my bot builder, you know? If I want to build more bots like this one here, you know, then I can just tell Claude do that and it will just do it, you know? Like this is the bot basically. The other bot I had Claude write for me yesterday in like 30 minutes. So it's just a step-by-step process. I always structure my bots like this. And this is for offer creation, for copywriting a bot, you know? So I need to refine it a little bit more, but this is like the second iteration. So we just made a few changes since Claude wrote its original version and make it all up, bro. I'll just demonstrate this for a second. Got it. Here we go. Context. Now he makes it up. Obviously, this is just a demo. We confirm. Here we go. Confirm. Okay, I need to delete this. I don't want file names to be written out here. Again, this is just the second iteration, so I just need to refine the code. But guess what? Claude does it really efficiently, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, and now we're gonna create the first draft. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. This is based on a book, the One Slide Offer. And I just took the book, had Claude read it, and then I'm like, I want to create a bot based on this book on offer creation. And here we are, you know, pretty cool. But you see, it works really good, man. It works really good, and he did this in like half an hour. And now we have the rating, and again, the formatting needs to change. I don't like this formatting. Again, this is just the rough version, but yeah, I can fix this super fast now. I can tell Claude exactly what to change and it will change it and it won't make a billion mistakes like ChatGPT where you have to read every fucking line. No, you don't have to read every line, but you have to be very cautious, alright? Very cautious, you know? So, yeah, finalization and export, and here we go. Offer created. I mean, obviously, again, I don't even know if this is good. I didn't read it, but no, man, ChatGPT is actually good at this stuff, man. It's better now at writing. It's better at copywriting. It's very good at research. So, yeah, pretty cool. And yeah, that's how the bots work. They have a step-by-step process. You know, you provide context, then it does its research, then it writes the first draft, then it asks you what you think about this. Then it does a self-assessment step. So Chat GPT rates itself basically. That is a very good tip for Chat GPT or AI in general. Have AI assess its own work, and it will just see a lot of mistakes and make it better. It's never gonna be that great in the first draft, but if you let it self-assess, it will just make it better and better. So that's dope. Yes. Okay. So that's that. And Claude made this in like half an hour, bro. This would take me on my own probably, again, 5 to 9 hours in ChatGPT. Like, it's crazy. And we can go here through the chat history with this. So I just gave him an initial prompt. You know, I just gave him some info what I wanted to do. Uploaded the book here, I think. Framework, yeah, slide alphabet, something like that. Action steps. Yeah, he started writing it out already. Here's the first thing. He just wrote that out start to finish on his own. He wrote out the review framework. And I didn't really give him a lot of input at all. Like, what did I even say to him? He just kept going here. Here's me. A little bit of input. Any extra files you would recommend. Add some more files. Let's add it all. Okay. Like, look, I sent like what? 2 messages at this point? Like, well, how many instructions did I give here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 instructions and the bot was done, dude. In ChatGPT, it's hundreds of instructions. Hundreds, man. Like, maybe even over 1,000 for one bot. I don't know, man. Like, seriously. How much I have to go back and forth with ChatGPT to, you know, to make this all work. It's just not even comparable. Like, he does all of it on his own. And he does it so fast and he does it so well. And again, this stays in here. So now if I can test this bot right here. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, I can just look, I just test it start to finish, and then I'm like, okay, I want to change something here, and I want to change something here, and step 2, and then step 3, please change this. I just take notes, put them into Claude, and he will just go in there, fix all the mistakes for me, and that's it, you know? That's how easy it is, and that's how nice it is, my god. So yeah, I'll definitely keep subscribing to Claude after this one, you know? I just wanted to subscribe and test it out for a month, and then I barely used it. I was like, well, I like ChatGPT. Nope, actually for this, I'm gonna need the Claude subscription because I'm not doing this anymore in ChatGPT, you know, now that I have seen the difference. So, yeah, it's crazy, man. Oh my God, I'm so happy I figured this out now and didn't like spend another month or 6 months doing it like this way, like the old way in ChatGPT. This is just so much better, bro. And it saves me so much time. Again, it takes me 5 to 9 to 12 hours, depending on how complex the bot is, but not here, bro. Does it in like half an hour with minimal input from me. It's crazy. And now I basically upgraded the bot builder, you know, so now it's really sophisticated. That's what I used up all of my limit today. So now I'm gonna test this. I'm curious to see how well this does now with the new instructions on my next bot. So when my limit resets, I'm gonna build another one and another bot and see how well yeah, how well this new framework works. I'm very excited about that, so I can't wait till 11. What's the time actually? 9. Okay, 2 hours, bro. 2 hours to wait. Well, that's it. Bye bye.